peeps, today I'm going to be altering this frame. I bought it a while back from a charity shop, and I've taken the inside out, and I've actually, to protect the glass, because the glass won't come out, I've put tape round it, and I'm going to actually crackle this. So what I'm going to do is, because I quite like the colour, the deep colour of it, and there is a dent here, but I think that just adds to it, and I'm going to give it a coat of the plaid folk art home decor crackle, and I'm going to put that to one side and leave it to dry. I want this to dry naturally, so I'm just going to get a paintbrush and start painting the crackle, just giving it a quick coat. This crackle is my favourite. I don't know, if you've seen my other videos, you know that I just love this crackle, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out. I'll have to, in fact I need to get on the website and see where I can get hold of it. And all I'm doing is just giving it a coat. The more medium you put on, the bigger the crackle you'll get. So, but I'm not really bothered about how big or small the crackle is, because I think I just take it as it comes, really. Get big cracks or little cracks, it's fine. Just making sure. And what I'm going to do is, once it's crackled, once this is dry, the medium, I'm then going to give it a coat of cream, and then once that's dry, I'm then going to lightly sand it down, sand it down a bit, and then I'm going to dry brush some gold, just gently, not a lot. I don't want a lot. So that's that done, and I'm just going to leave that to one side while I work on what I'm going to do on the inside. So on the inside was a piece of card, and I'm going to put that on, and then on top of that I'm going to put a piece of card. I've got all my measurements. I've got this tissue paper which I'm going to put on, and I've got this really pretty ballerina. I'm going to be stenciling some musical notes. This stencil is from Personal Impressions, and I've got these Tim Holtz alphabet stamps, and I want to stamp the word dance, and I'm going to use from Tim Holtz clip-ins. I'm going to put this really, the most beautiful thing, and I think ballerinas are so graceful, and I just really enjoy it. And there are quite a lot of little girls who aspire. But first, just bear with me, I need to go and answer the door. Sorry about that, it's postman. Okay, so before I go on, as with all my images, I like to get rid of the white core, and I believe this image is from Hunky Dory. I've had it in my stash a while, and I just thought it would fit perfectly with this frame. So just something different. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to add double-sided tape all the way around. I'll try and not get my head in the way. I could use glue, but I prefer, I must say, when I'm putting paper or card together, I like to use the double-sided tape because I know it will stick, and that's just my preference. I've been crafting a long time and I've tried all different glues and adhesives, and I must say I do prefer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to position that over there, and then I can cut the excess off. So I need a pair of tweezers. There we are. I don't take all the tape off. In certain, whatever I'm doing, especially if I'm doing journal pages and stuff like that, I do like to use Mod Podge and wet glues and collage stick. But in my card making, as a general rule, I always use double-sided tape. So I'm going to place that on there like that, and just position it so I know it's on the edges. So I've got two edges, and just take that down. Oops, that's ripped, that wasn't clever. There we are. Do this one now. There we go. And then with my craft knife, all I'm going to do is just there we are. That to one side. So that's that done. And then now I can bring this in and decorate this now. So first thing I want to do, just move that out of the way, I want to use my trusty Mod Podge and adhere this. Paintbrush. I'm just going to give it a quick coat all the way over. There we go. So that's that done, and now I can position this on. I've cut it a bit bigger than I actually need. I'm going to take that off. That's better. And as always, I need to just make sure the edges. I've not done it perfectly because I didn't want it perfect. I want some texture to show through when it's actually in the frame. I will do some still photos at the end. And then I'll just give it a quick coat all the way over of my Mod Podge. And that looks like it's not stuck there, it's dried. One thing about this Mod Podge, it dries very, very quickly. There we are. And just lift that up so it doesn't stick to the desk on my glass mat. I'll give it a quick blast with the heat gun. That should give my heat gun a bit of a wash. And before I go any further, I'm going to cut off the excess. I'm going to cut it here, and I'll join you at the end when it's all cut out. So as you can see, that's all nicely cut out, and I'm going to give it a colour wash now. And I've got Do Crafts Artist in Latte. I'm just going to put a little bit, just that. I don't want much, and I'm just going to put it on with a baby wipe. Cut my baby wipe down, I think. Don't need a big sheet for this. It just takes the white away, because I'm going with browns and that. I just wanted it, and that is more than enough. So I'll give that a quick blast with the heat gun and move on to the next stage. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to be using my Eureka 101 from Stamps by Me, so I can stamp the words. I kind of know where she's going to sit. She's going to sit there. So I want to bring the word dance across there. So using my Tim Holtz, I'm just going to prep. So there we go. And all I need to do is just press that onto there like that, and they're ready. And just ink them up, and I'm using Archival Jet Black for this. There we go. So I'm happy with that. I'll just take them off. I don't need to stamp that again because that's the way the... So I take that off, put that away. And now I can stencil some of these, and I'm going to use coffee archival ink. And just add some of these notes around. Maybe I could do some over here as well, to show they're showing. There we go. So that's going to go there like that. That looks good, doesn't it? So just to finish off, I'm just going to distress around the edges very lightly with the archival coffee. Quite like this colour. I've got this sepia, but I think I prefer the coffee. There we go. So I need to pop that on. Put that to one side because I need to wash that. And I'm done with them. So for this, I'm going to put some foam pads. I've got some big foam pads somewhere. Oh, gotta go. So another tip, when you're using tape and your scissors, always just give your scissors a wipe with baby wipe, and that prevents the glue from adhering to your, making a mess of your scissors. So you see, there's no residue glue on it. And once I've done it, I'll give them another wipe as well, and that just prevents your scissors from clogging up with glue. There we go. So now take this off and position this on here. Just when I first started crafting, and obviously taking the tape off I got these, I'm not sure if you can see them, they're fine, they come to a point, and I've had these now, must be 19-20 years, and this is what I use to remove my tape of my glues, double-sided tape this. So now I just want to now nicely place this on here. There we go. I want to add, what is it now? Oh, the Most Beautiful Thing. And I'm going to just add that along the bottom there. And dance is the most beautiful thing. And I want to put double-sided tape on the back of this now. And then this will go on here like that. Just straighten that up so I know it's straight, and then we'll do that like that. I think that's more or less straight. So that is the inside of my canvas done now. And I'll put that to one side so I don't get it messed up. This is dry now, so I can in fact paint it. And I need a palette. I'm just going to so I'll put some of the paint, and I just like to wet my paintbrush, and all I'm going to do now is just paint the frame. I don't want to thicken it on, I just want a nice thin layer, not too thick. Just want to get a fine brush, and I'm just going to do the, see if I can get inside there, on the inside, which is why I put the paint, the tape there, so I can get the little lip inside here. And once that's done, I will then get my heat gun and give it a quick blast and dry it off. There we are. So that's that done, and I'm just going to give it a quick blast now with the heat gun. Just put the excess of this in back in my pot. I'll leave that for a minute. Do that. Okay, so that's dry now, and I'll just quickly take you round. So I'm just going to pop that to one side for a minute, clean up this mess, and then I'm going to lightly, very lightly, get my sanding block and give it just a quick sand, and then the finishing touches to do some dry brushing of gold. So I'm going to do that. So let's bring this back in. My sanding block, and it's not a coarse, it's not very, I'm just going to lightly just very lightly go around it. Yeah, and I'm going to get a piece of kitchen roll and just wipe it down, dust it down, so there's no so when I come to dry brush there's no residue dust around. There we are. Now a dry brush, okay, so just get a little bit and just work it through my brush bristles. Just to give it that just very lightly go over. Finished. quite pleased with that, how that's come out. I think that can go in there. Yeah, put all the excess paint where it's not want that. Now I'm just going to give that a quick blast. So that's all nice and clean. Take this tape off now. Look at that, nice clean. There we go. I'll just wipe over. Turn it over. Right, okay, so now I just want to clean the inside of the frame. Lift these up. And pop that in. I've got another sheet as well. It just protects it. And that is the frame complete. I'm really liking how that turned out. I will have this for sale on my website. At the end of the week. Obviously it's a one-off, so if you wish to purchase it for a granddaughter or a daughter, and all I can say is thank you so much again for watching. I really do appreciate all my visitors and subscribers, and I'm nearing 600 subscribers, so once I've hit my 600 I will do a 600 giveaway. I will do a giveaway once I've hit 600. In the meantime, happy crafting. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.